Assalamu alaikum friends. My name is Abdul Khalik Darwish, and today we are talking about the minimalist philosophy. Minimalist philosophy. People will be knowing it, and that is surviving and living on the minimum, not to increase so much of your desires or so much of your agenda. Rather, try to keep it more and more less. Keep reducing it, keep minimizing it, and try to live upon the minimum. That is called the minimalist lifestyle and minimalist philosophy. Today we are going to talk about the sixth ethos of it. We are talking about the sixth ethos of a minimalist lifestyle. First of all, cost effective joys. So key takeaways: cost effective joys. What are these cost effective joys? Mean our players, our hobbies should be those, our engagements should be those who need lesser and lesser amount of money. So that is a cost effective joys. Mean we are gaining the player, but the money we are being spending upon it is very little. Cost effective joys. Number two, wealth beyond finances. Wealth beyond finance is a wealth, but finance is not the only wealth. Finance is a wealth, but finance is not the only wealth. So what we need to understand is that we need to understand is the wealth beyond finances. That is really important. Wealth beyond finances. Not only the finance is the wealth, there are plenty of other types of wealth. We need to explore it, like and like it is the health is a wealth, like peace of mind is a wealth, like good relationships is a wealth, good environment is a wealth. Like these are there are several types of wealth beyond finances. The third is stress reduction. It must reduce our stress level. How can it do that? Because we are demanding too little. Once we are demanding too little, and this too little will be available, and will be available whatever is actually the gap between our demand and the availability. The more is their gap, the more is the gap between our demand and the availability, the more stressful life will be with us. Here, since we are demanding very little, why? Because we are practicing the minimalist philosophy. So that is why we are demanding very little. And once this very little is demanded, it remain available for most of the time, for almost all of the time. So this means that there will be much lesser mental stress reduction. The next and the fourth is embracing freedom. That is also important. We will become more free. Why? Because we have to do very little. Because we are demanding very little. Freedom mean physical. Freedom mean mental. Once I'm not, looking for so many of the things. Once I'm not looking. Once I'm not demanding so many of the things. This means that I am free from that side. This means that I am free from that side. It is really important. This means that I am free from that side, embracing freedom. I'm free of so many of the desires. Once I'm free from so many of the desires, obviously there will be physical freedom, because there will be little time needed to fulfill my needs, to fulfill my desires. Little of the time is needed. Plus, it is not keeping my mind occupied. So, keeping the two of these things in mind, we can say that we have been given the freedom. We have embraced the freedom. Number five, the beauty of simplicity. We need to understand the beauty of simplicity. The things are important, the things are good, but it is not the only lifestyle. I think this beauty of simplicity must be understood. That the simpler a person is, the simpler the lifestyle of a person is, the simpler any house it is. I think it must be. It is really beautiful. And the last is eco-conscious living. Eco-conscious living. What is this eco-conscious living, by the way? It actually means that we should be well aware about the environment. A good environment, it is really important, really important. The reason is that we can make an experiment by shifting to a place which is having a good environment, believe me or not, that we will be able to live much happier life over there. So if this be the case, why not to try to improve the environment around us, so it will make our life a good one. Thank you.